Welcome to the pause. Today we're looking at a text called The Architecture of Avoidance. And I have to be honest with you, I really hated reading it.
Hated it. That's a strong reaction. Usually you're the one finding the good in these things.
I know, but it's the very first line. It's an accusation. It just looks you in the eye and says, you're not busy. You're avoiding something. And my first thought was, excuse me. I have deadlines, a family, hundreds of emails. I am, objectively busy.
And that defensiveness, that little spike you feel right there, that's exactly what the text is banking on. It's terrifying because it doesn't just say you're stressed. It reframes the whole thing. It says your schedule isn't about demand. It's about design.
Design, right. The architecture part, the architecture of avoidance.
Yeah.
But come on. Let's be real for a second. Are we really saying that having a job, having responsibilities is some kind of psychological problem? That seems like a stretch.
No, and that's a really important distinction. The text isn't saying the tasks aren't real. It's not saying the emails don't exist. It's asking about the compulsion, the why behind the constant motion. Think of it like a scaffold. You build a scaffold to work on a house, right? It serves a purpose.
Sure.
But the text suggests that for a lot of us, we finished the work on the house years ago. We're just still building the scaffold, adding more levels, more walkways.
Just to keep building.
Exactly, because as long as we're building, we don't have to look at the actual house.
Okay, that is a much more unsettling image. So the busyness is a structure, a wall we build.
A fortress, even. If you're constantly moving, constantly checking, constantly doing, you're manning the walls. And the text forces you to ask, what are you so afraid of? What's trying to get in that requires this level of defense?
It still feels a little like gaslighting. It's telling me my very real stress is a fiction I've created. But okay, let's go with it. Let's say the text is right. How would you even test that?
Well, it proposes a diagnostic, a sort of stress test for the soul. It asks, if you stopped, really stopped, what would happen? And it gives 3 specific conditions. The 3 removals.
No phone, no noise, no tasks.
Right.
Which sounds simple, but it's almost impossible today. Let's break them down because they're bigger than they sound. First one, no phone.
And that's the big one. It doesn't just mean putting it face down on the table. It means removing the possibility of connection.
See, just thinking about it gives me an itch. The phone is my tether. If I'm waiting for coffee and I'm not on my phone, I feel like a weirdo just staring into space.
That itch is real. It's physiological. Your phone is basically a slot machine. It gives you these little unpredictable rewards, a text, an email, a like. Every time you check it, you're pulling the lever, hoping for a little hit of dopamine. When you take the phone away, you're literally going into withdrawal.
So it's not just a mental thing.
No.
It's chemical.
It's both. The phone is the ultimate shield against the present moment. You're scrolling, you're reacting to other people's lives. You don't have to generate a single thought of your own. You're just anesthetized.
And when you take it away, you're unprotected.
Which brings us to the second removal.
No noise, no podcasts. Sorry, everyone. No music, no TV in the background.
This is the removal of the auditory filler. And this gets into how the brain's default mode works.
The default mode.
A default mode network. It's a part of your brain that lights up when you're not focused on an external task. It's where you process the past, worry about the future, ruminate.
So we use music and podcasts to shut that network down.
To jam the signal,
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're listening to a podcast while you're washing dishes, your brain doesn't have the bandwidth to also spiral about a mistake you made at work. No noise forces that network to come online. And for many of us, that's a scary place.
Okay, the architecture is starting to make more sense now. It's like soundproofing for your own mind. But the third removal, this is the one that gets me. No tasks.
The removal of your own utility.
This is my pushback. I like getting things done. Crossing an item off a list feels good. It's satisfying. How is making dinner or organizing a closet avoidance? Those are useful things.
They are useful. But again, it's the compulsion. Are you organizing the closet because it's messy? Or are you doing it because the feeling of being productive is the only thing that quiets your anxiety for 5 minutes?
I feel personally attacked right now.
It has a name, productivity dysmorphia. It's this feeling that your worth is tied directly to your output. I do, therefore I am. So if you take away the tasks, if you just sit in a chair and produce nothing, solve nothing.
Then who are you? You're just a guy in a chair, breathing. And that feels incredibly vulnerable.
And that's the vacuum. The text says if you pull these 3 things away, phone, noise, tasks, you create this vacuum. And something will always rush in to fill it.
And it's not peace and quiet, is it? It doesn't promise some Zen breakthrough.
No. It promises an intrusion, an uninvited guest, and it says the first thing to show up is purely physical. Restlessness.
Oh, I know this one. The bouncy leg. The sudden urge to just get up and do something. Anything.
It's your body fighting the stillness. It's the phantom vibration of your phone in your pocket.
Feels like I just have all this pent-up energy.
But it's not really energy, is it? It's cortisol. It's a stress response. Your nervous system is screaming that something is wrong. Evolutionarily, being still and silent meant you were hiding from a predator.
So my body is saying, move or you'll die.
Or at least if we move, we don't have to think. Motion feels like progress, even if you're just going in circles.
Okay, but say you fight it, and you stay in the chair, you ignore the twitch. What comes next?
The second intruder, regret.
Yeah. Why not nostalgia or happy memories? Why is it always that stupid thing I said 5 years ago?
Because busyness is always forward-looking. It's about the next thing, the next email, the next meeting. It keeps your eyes locked on the horizon.
A survival mechanism. Just keep moving.
But the past doesn't go away. It just settles. In silence, when you stop moving forward, all that stuff you've pushed down, it starts to swirl back up.
It's like silt in a pond. As long as you keep stirring the water, it's just cloudy. But when you stop, all the heavy stuff sinks to the bottom. And you have to look at it.
And dealing with that, forgiveness, acceptance, that's hard work. It's emotionally expensive. Answering an email is cheap and easy. We'll always choose the cheap task.
So you fight the restlessness, you sit with the regret. And then there's the third thing, the final boss, a question you've been ignoring.
This is it. This is what the entire architecture was built to keep out.
And the text doesn't say what the question is, which is just infuriating. It assumes you already know.
And you do, don't you?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
My mind goes to small things, like, did I lock the door? But that's not it, is it?
No, those are logistics. This is existential. The text implies everyone has one of these. One great unanswered question that just hovers at the edge of your vision.
Like what? Give me an example.
How about, is this it? Is this the life I actually wanted?
Oof. Or am I happy? Not am I comfortable, but truly happy. Or maybe, am I with this person because I love them or because I'm just afraid of being alone?
Okay. Yeah. Those are dangerous questions.
Because answering them honestly might demand a revolution in your life. If the answer is no, then you have to change everything. And that is terrifying. It's much, much safer to just stay busy, to fill your calendar so there's no time for that question to even be asked.
So the architecture of avoidance isn't just a bad habit, it's a bunker. We're hiding from a truth that could blow up our lives.
And that brings us to that final, brutal summary in the text.
Busyness feels productive. Silence feels dangerous.
And we finally understand that word, dangerous. It's not a physical threat.
It's the danger of a collapse. But let's look at the first part. Busyness feels productive. The key word is feels.
It's a sensation. It's a hit of dopamine. You check something off a to-do list. You feel competent. You feel in control.
It's proof that you exist. I did 10 things today, therefore I matter. It's all about velocity. It makes you feel like you're getting somewhere, even if you're on the wrong road entirely.
And the flip side, silence feels dangerous. Beyond the regret and the question, what is that feeling? For me, I feel exposed.
Because in your busy life, you are the agent. You are the one doing things. You're in control. In silence, you're not the agent anymore. You're the subject. You're subject to whatever thought or memory decides to show up. You are no longer driving. You're just a passenger.
It's a complete loss of control.
And for the modern ego, that feels like death. That's why we grab the phone at a red light, for that little microdose of control.
Okay, so this is usually the part of our deep dive where we, offer some solutions. 3 easy steps to embrace the pause. But the text, it just ends. It asks why, and then nothing.
Because what would you do if we gave you a solution? A 5-step plan to deal with silence.
I would put it on my to-do list.
Exactly. You'd turn stillness into another project. You would add another room to the architecture of avoidance.
So there's no fix. We just leave people here with
Right.
this discomfort.
The text implies the only way out is through. You have to sit in the chair, let the restlessness come, let the regret surface, and just wait and listen for the question.
This is really uncomfortable. I know that right now as you're listening to this, you're feeling the urge to do something else, to switch to music, check a notification, to get back to the safety of the noise.
Because the silence is already creaking in around the edges of our voices. The show is about to end. The noise is about to stop. And your question is waiting.
You've been listening to The Pause, and we'll be back at 8 a.m. tomorrow.